Greetings, viewers. This is Night welcoming you to a little project I had once upon a time called How Not to Commentate. And yes, this is inspired from FNGR's How Not to Brony. If you're at all familiar with that series, you should be able to tell what my aim here is. In this video, I'll be taking a look at two members of the commentary community, call them out on their bull, and hope my audience doesn't replicate their behavior. Well, I say two members of the CC, but as it turns out, one of my targets deleted their channel. So even though it's going against the title of the thumbnail, I think we'll take a look at the second victim first. So if you're unaware who this is, allow me to introduce you to Miney. I was introduced to this kid when Megatron DBZ did his commentary on Miney's garbage commentary on Sketch TV. Being the nosy, busybody bastard that I am, I chose to look into his channel when it was still up. What I saw was nothing short of complete and total shit. This kid was one of those people who can't argue properly and simply told his targets to shut up in his videos. He also seemed to hold Doodletoons on a golden pedestal, and went after people she either did videos on or did videos on her. The prime example of this was his video on Sketch TV, where he had this to say in response to his reasoning as to why he was covering her video on Umbrus.
I was originally going to cover Umbrus's video to make the points that I ended up noticing that Doodle didn't make, and then I took another look at Doodletone's video after having a small conversation with her privately, and we ended up having me point out so many issues within her video that I felt that it would actually be good for me to make a commentary on it.
Shut up, she doesn't listen to you.
I'm going to assume he didn't know Sketch and Doodle are friends. He's been on at least one of her live streams. Doodle even joked in her video on Umbrus that she stole the material from her friend Sketch. If anything, I'd say the one being hateful in the whole video was Miney. Miney really comes off as one of those brats who gets angry whenever he hears something he doesn't like. In his commentary on Bowser Dude X, his only response to everything Bowser said was, Super Mario was made in America, not Japan! And the only thing he had to say in his video on Yoshi Player's video on live action movies was, that movie doesn't exist! By now you're probably saying, dude, you know this kid was probably trolling, right? Well, yes, that is what a lot of people thought. But then he put out this video.
So, everything over here I'm serious. I am 100% serious.
Yeah, no. When your arguments are nothing more than this.
All you did here was tell him to shut up.
I said shut up, she doesn't listen to the haters. Get yours!
And you leave crap like this in. I'm going to believe you are a serious commentator, as much as I believe Twilight is a good franchise. Like I said, Miney took down his channel the day after Sketch TV and Megatron did their co-op commentary response on his shit-tastic commentary on Mega. Whether it was because he thought it would make leave him alone, or because his parents discovered his channel and made him delete it, I don't know, nor do I really care. Luckily, I was able to get 3 of his videos before he took his channel down. I've already talked about and highlighted a few of his commentaries, but the one I'll be doing a response to is his commentary on Jonah Smith, who did a commentary on Sketch TV, who did a commentary on me. Oh joy, I get to talk about the Dragon Tree again. Now for context, Miney had already done a video on Jonah, responding to his video on Blaze the Movie Fan. I have no clue why, other than Doodle had already covered Jonah twice by this point, and Miney probably thought that hitting Jonah would get Senpai to notice him. If that sounds silly, well, I was able to grab this comment Miney left on Doodle's most recent commentary, which also happened to be on Jonah. If this isn't a clear display of I don't know what is. I'll also be cutting out some parts in Miney's video since they really don't add anything, and give off the impression that he's just a grade schooler who can't pay attention or focus, which he probably is.
Let's make a sequel.
Oh goody, quickie material is related to my poor commentary on the 7th Bloody Dragon. Oh goody, the commentary I might actually call a quickie and will end up becoming full length like almost every other freaking... Okay, so context. I made a commentary on the 7th Bloody Dragon. That wasn't so good. Jay Foxwell made a commentary on that, which was meh. Which a friend of mine by the name of Sketch TV made a commentary on Foxwell. And then here comes this new person by the name of Midname Vampire to make things worse.
She is great, you're just a hater.
how is Jonah a hater? Simply because he's covering a video that is obviously flawed? I had a bit of a theory that Midnight Vampire and Miney was the same person a while ago, mainly because of what Miney says at the end. But like I said, Miney took his channel down, and Midnight is still up. Still, this leaves me with no other conclusion than Miney has a prepubescent hate boner for any boy who's friendly with Doodle. And thus, that's why he thought Midnight's video on Sketch was great, even though Midnight said this about Doodle Tones.
The drama is over and the allegations are false. Why should she care? Also, it's words on a screen. Doodle Tones is really a pussy, especially if it isn't true.
You'll also notice in this video that Miney cuts out a lot of the context. Like I said in my last commentary, this behavior is frowned upon in the CC. Doodle Senpai would not approve Miney.
Another video where I need to point out the flaws within their disclaimer or intro cards again. So, I'm gonna first start off with your intro card, Foxwell, and say, what the hell is that? Like, Foxwell, I understand that you may not be the best when it comes to editing, as some others are, but wouldn't have killed you to have done a bit more than just a still image of your thumbnail and just having very turned down version of what does the fox say.
The intro was fine to me.
Yeah, to you. To you. Oh, and Sketch was making an intro nitpick as a means of criticism. You've debunked nothing.
Yes, she did.
No, she really didn't. But considering you made your own commentary on Sketch out of spite, I can see why you argued in her favor like the little white knight you were.
I'm a gosh darn idiot, because I realized there's a point I should have addressed in this point that I left out by accident. Okay, Midnight. Say that Sketch actually was insulting Foxwell. I mean, wouldn't that have been a good point to bring up against his video? That would have actually been a problem? As if you go out of your way to insult a target, that could be seen an issue with your video. Kind of like you're doing.
She didn't insult Sketch.
Alright, now it's time to talk about the little statement of maturity being a thing, because boy, is there a lot to say here.
You're one to talk about maturity, you little bitch. Seriously, are you dumb? Well, you do think you can draw. So maybe you are.
No one likes a liar, Miney.
And in turn would only be seen as someone just trying to bring up old dead trauma that no one really cares about in the long run. With this in turn causing a big part of your argument just to be summed up as to we shouldn't care about this certain thing because it's the current year in a sense. And that people shouldn't be worked over about this as this drama is dead. And it's something so small, and if it's untrue, it's just an allegation at this point, and we shouldn't be getting worked up over it. That there's your argument in a nutshell. Now, as for that idea I have this to present. If I was to keep on claiming something towards you or your friend that isn't true and would end up embarrassing yourself or your friend, and it was repeated so many times where it actually got to the point where it was actually harassing yourself or your friend and ended up actually having a thing known as Kiwi Farms actually having a page on you or your friend pretty much trying to dox you in a social sense, and in turn trying to smear the name of that said individual as well, would you not get worked up over it?
He explains how Foxwell was being dumb, but you cut that out to make yourself seem in the right. And speaking of right, here's a pink slip. You're fired from commentaries unless you can actually make a good, solid argument.
You didn't use a good solid argument.
Couldn't have been that good a point since you didn't show it. Seriously, the only thing you showed there was Sketch pointing out something I hadn't considered myself, and Jonah calling out Midnight for blatantly ignoring it. Since there's nothing of substance left here, we'll be moving on to my second target, Midnight Vampire. I doubt I need to introduce who they are. Much like Miney, Midnight doesn't seem to care about making proper commentaries, preferring to use them as a method to shit on people while blatantly taking them out of context. If like Miney she's meant to be a troll, well then she's a really piss poor one. Since I've been in Discord servers where people laugh at her retarded attempts to piss commentators off, rather than give her the reaction she wants. If you're subscribed to Sketch TV, you'll know that she claims when the commentators think the videos they're covering in their video descriptions, that they're trying to get the people they're covering harassed and to start drama. Here's what she has to say about disclaimers.
Disclaimer, these videos are made with the sole purpose of critique and entertainment. Any potshots, insults, etc. are there for humor and dramatic effect and are not meant to be attacks on the person I'm commentating on. If they do come off that way, I apologize, that is not my intent. I ask everyone watching this to be respectful to the person I'm commentating on and to not attack them yourselves.
Oh look, another faggot trying to avoid criticism with a disclaimer.
Good thing you don't use one, right? And no, the purpose of a disclaimer is to let viewers know the intent of a commentary, and to ask that the person being covered to not be harassed. It isn't even limited to the slideshow commentary community. Social commentators like Drunken Uncle, Direwolf, and Sinatra Says put disclaimers in their videos. Of course you'll most likely not listen to this, since you're too focused on being a bitch to the people you cover. Now I've already covered the video she did on Sketch, well I'd like to highlight a few things from her commentary on Doll Smith.
While I was about to go record for the next video that I'm about to do, I ended up finding this commentary. So this is gonna be my first commentary on a commentary. So this is Midnight Vampire, someone who I assume wants to join the CC, and decided to make their first commentary on Doodle Tones, simply as a means to get an influx of viewers.
This guy is already trying to make me look bad, why am I not surprised?
No. He's giving context about your video and the impression it left on him. It might be the wrong impression, but you don't correct him on that. Instead, you try to accuse him of shit-talking you because reasons. Just because you do that doesn't mean the entire CC does, Midnight.
Now, to everyone out there who might watch this, please don't go give this person a hard time. My video isn't meant to harass them or put them on blast, it's here to help them out and give some advice, so why don't we just jump right on in.
Fucking liar, if you didn't want people to harass me you wouldn't put the fucking link in the fucking description.
And looking at that video, I see no implication or indication that anyone was harassing you in the comments. I did find this comment where you were telling Bowser Dude X to delete his channel. Also noticed you deleted comments left by Clown Dude and Blazin' Hope. You really must be operating under some special drugs. If you're going to claim using a disclaimer as a means to escape criticism, when you delete comments left and right for calling you out as the bitch you truly are. And that's as much as I care to cover. If you want a full commentary on Midnight, I'll link Sketch's video in the description down below. Now I hope you, the viewers, have paid attention. There is a trend between the two people I've highlighted today. Neither one cares enough to actually try and make argumented points or use critical thinking. They also cut out a lot of context to make their targets look as bad as possible. If you're looking to join the CC, I advise you not replicate this behavior. You will become a laughingstock and or a bandwagon if you do. Anyways, this is Night saying thanks for listening, and please share your thoughts with me.